My name is Governor Watt, and I'm the son of Stephen Colbert. I'm going to take a little different tack today in my video and do sort of a video blog. I'm going to explain to you what happened to me today at school. I teach English in Japanese junior high and elementary schools. Today we had what would have been the equivalent of a bomb drill in an American junior high or elementary school. But at this elementary school, at this specific town, at this time in Japan, they had what they call a suspicious man drill. No, it's not some sort of odd appliance. The man drill is not some crazy sexual invention. No, it is a drill to protect oneself against suspicious men. Much as a bomb drill is not a drill into bombs, it's a drill to protect you against bombs. So in this suspicious man drill, which I didn't understand what the hell was going on. I don't speak that much Japanese. I can barely read the sign behind me. But in this suspicious man drill, I was sitting at my desk, and I see someone pick up what looks to be a gigantic cow plow, like they have on the front of trains and push cows. There's this big loopy thing with a pole attached to it. It looked kind of like pliers upside down, like this. It had a big circle here, a half circle, and a long pole handle attached to it. So this guy picks this thing up, and he's playing with it, and I'm looking at him like, that's an odd piece of equipment to have in the staff room at an elementary school. And then I see another guy on the other side of the staff room, and he pulls out a wooden samurai sword, a katana blade, like Leonardo used in the Ninja Turtle movie back in the early 1990s. That's neither here nor there. So the one guy had this giant wooden sword, and the other had this giant plier thing, and the two of them were tossing it back and forth. And then this third guy was over in the corner, and he was changing out of his normal Japanese drab black business suit into jogging pants and a jogging jacket. And so he's changing in the middle of the staff room, taking his clothes off, putting his clothes back on. The other two guys are dancing with the pliers and the sword. And then the guy with the sword hands it over to the guy who had just changed clothes, who, by the way, also attached one of those SARS masks around his mouth. Now, normally in Japan, people do this whenever they have a cold. They think by putting a SARS mask around their mouth, they're going to stop themselves from sneezing on someone. However, when they have the SARS mask, they lift it up to sneeze, and then they put it back down. So I don't know really why the hell they have that thing. But anyway, they have this SARS mask. This guy wasn't sick, but he puts it around his head anyway. So SARS guy has a sword, and then the younger teacher has these pliers. So old SARS guy with the jogging suit and the mask, he runs out into the hallway. All right? And then about 5 seconds later, a fire alarm goes off in the school. And all the children run out of the classrooms. Their teachers are going like this, scooting them along, and they're all tearing out of the classroom. They go outside on the baseball diamond, and all the kids, hundreds of kids are running out there. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And so I open the door. First, I see the guy with the flyers. He takes off of the staff room. He runs out of the staff room. He runs into the hallway. And I'm like, where the hell did he go? I'm looking around. The teachers are all gone. I'm the only one sitting at my desk still. I'm like, why doesn't anyone tell me what the hell's going on in this damn place? So I open the door. I go outside where I see the guy with the pliers, giant, I mean, like they're like 6 feet long, right? It's this huge thing. He's running through the halls like this. And then I'm like, what the fuck? What the? And he runs by me and like, okay, I don't want to get caught in these things, right? And then I see at the other end of the school, I look down the hallway, and I see the guy with the sword running around like this, like pretending to be the suspicious man. The suspicious man with a sword. It was a sword drill. It was a drill against invading samurai. I think it's a little out of date, quite frankly. So I watched them tear off and through the hallways, one guy going like this, chasing after the guy with the sword. And then I go out onto the baseball diamond to see what the hell the kids are doing. They're all sitting down on the ground. The principal's yelling at them for not getting out there fast enough. You could have been caught by the guy with the sword. Imagine if that had been a real samurai. Then what would have happened? What kind of state would we have been in? My God, imagine the consequences. The kids are like, oh, geez, a real guy with a sword. Oh, it'd be horrible. And there's another guy with a sword. This guy, I think, was on their side. He had the sword on the ground like this. He was very serene. He was standing in the back of the kids. The principal was in the front yelling at him. This guy's in the back, looking outside the baseball diamond, looking at the school. And so I think he was another protector. So he was protecting against the suspicious men. And so if the suspicious man had come up to this giant group of kids and tried to slaughter them all, because, you know, they're all in the same place, kind of easy to slaughter them, the guy with the other sword, he would have gone, oh, okay, now is the final battle. And they would have fought, and their life bars would have gone down. They would have thrown Hadoukens and everything. So Yeah, I really think that this whole suspicious man drill thing is a bit out of date because, one, I've never heard of samurais attacking Japanese schools in the last 150 years, and two, if someone did, a suspicious man did want to attack the school, he wouldn't be stopped by giant pliers. No, you see, in modern day society, people have guns, right? If you're getting held against the wall like this by a guy his only weapon is this. I mean, he didn't have a sword. He just had this thing pushing the guy against the wall. You just pull out a gun, you shoot him in the head. That's the end of it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They expect to get into sword fights in the year 2007. Whatever. My name is Governor Watts, and I'm the son of Stephen Colbert.